morning, everyone. Good morning. Please come on in and find your seats. If you are a guest or a judge, please find a seat on the right or the left side. We have reserved the center for our guests of honor, our interns. Interns? Hello, welcome. We know you're a little bit tired and you got here really early, but today is about you, and we're really excited to celebrate you. We are going to get started because we have a pretty tight program. My name is Monique Reiser. I am the Executive Director of Urban Alliance in Washington, D.C., and I just want to welcome you all here today. I am simply your guide. Really, this show is about our interns and some awards we're going to be giving out. So all I will say is a really big thank you, and mentors, could you raise your hands? Awesome. All of these men and women mentored our students this year, and this program doesn't happen without them, so we really want to thank you for being here and celebrating a culmination of 9 months. And I also want to congratulate the interns. Raise your hands, interns, so we see who you are. Congratulations. We know you've graduated high school and you are in the middle of summer and you're off to do big things, so we thank you for coming here and letting us celebrate with you today, and thank you for all your contributions to your work and nonprofit communities that you've been working in all year. So I am literally going to just hand it off today so you can hear from our speakers. Our first speaker today is going to be Ivan Nzende. He was an intern at ABT Associates. Welcome, Ivan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2019 Urban Alliance Public Speaking Challenge. It is my pleasure to have you all gathered here this morning. My name is Ivan Nzende, and I'm a graduate from Springbrook High School, as well as a part of the Montgomery County cohort of Urban Alliance. The Public Speaking Challenge is a time for interns to present all that we've learned throughout our time at our internship. As Urban Alliance's culminating event, today is a day of celebration. Honestly, Urban Alliance changed my life. The week I started work was the same week I moved out of my parents' house. I was filled with doubts and uncertainty, the biggest being, how was I going to pay for college? I had launched out on my own with no safety net. I've had my fair share of challenges since then, but this internship was always a source of support and assistance for me. From earning a paycheck, to the priceless networking opportunities, to the amazing talks I would have with my mentors, Mira and Stan. This internship was crucial to my growth this past year. Urban Alliance pushes us to prepare for life after high school, and for me, that meant college. My internship really gave me the time and support I needed throughout the college application process, and I am blessed to say that in less than 2 weeks, I will be attending the University of Miami on a full tuition scholarship. But enough about me. I'd like to introduce today's speaker, Seth Goldman. Seth Goldman is the co-founder and CEO Emeritus of Honest Tea and the executive chair of Beyond Meat. Since founding the company in Bethesda, Honest Tea was acquired by the Coca-Cola Company. Honest Tea and Honest Kids are sold in more than 150,000 stores in the US and Europe. Beyond Meat is also growing as the company seeks to make plant-based proteins more available and accessible. Please join me in welcoming Seth Goldman.
Thank you, Ivan. That was great. Thank you very much. How y'all doing? Congratulations. You guys, this is like you've made it, right? You nervous at all? Anybody nervous for their talk today? Speaking in front of a big group of people? Well, listen, you've made it through a lot more than that. And, you know, the point of this isn't to make you nervous, it's not to make you stressed, it's to help you develop what really is the most important skill, which is communicating your ideas. Because you can have the best ideas, you can have the smartest insights, the most creative ideas, but if you can't communicate them, people aren't going to hear them. People aren't going to receive them. And you're not going to be able to get the opportunities that you want to get. So that's why you're here today. This is kind of the icing on the cake. You've done all this hard work all year, all summer, and today it's kind of like the, you know, launching. You get launched into the world. So we're excited for you. And I wanted to talk a little bit today, just a bit about some of the ideas I've created, and I wanted to also share with you some of the insights. So as you heard from Ivan, I've built some wonderful brands. And I want to talk about what is a brand and what does it mean. So a brand is really, it's a promise. It's when you see a brand, you understand what's inside. So you look at Honest Tea. Hopefully some of you have tasted it. I know we've got some bottles around here. But what it means is when you taste Honest Tea, it's a less sweet drink. It's made with organic ingredients, which means we don't use any chemical fertilizers or artificial ingredients to grow the product. We use fair trade, so that means we're paying the people we purchase the ingredients from, we pay back into their communities to invest into their opportunities as well. So that's what building a brand is at Honest Tea. But when you think about it, what you've all been doing is building your own brand. So what does that mean? It means when somebody sees you or somebody hears your name, they have a certain association, right? They think, oh, Ivan, okay. What do I think about when I think about Ivan? Well, I just met Ivan today, but I know when I hear the name Ivan and I think about that young man, I think this is somebody who's made incredible opportunities happen for himself, and that's the kind of person he is. And he's going to go after it, and he's going to make it happen. Congratulations. And think about what does somebody think about when they see you? Well, one thing you've already done for your brand is you've shown you know how to get to work and deliver results, how to look professional, how to act professional. But every day you're building your brand. It's by the things you do, but it's also by the things you don't do. What will you choose not to do? And you build your brand when you walk down the hallway in school. And if somebody's getting teased, if you join in, that's going to build your brand, or in this case, it's going to hurt your brand. But if you stand up for a friend, or you say, I'm not going to go along with that, you're building your brand in a different way. So what's interesting about a brand is there's something on the outside and there's something on the inside. So on the outside, it's your name. Maybe it's the way you look. You know, you could change your haircut. You could change the way you dress. Probably a little harder to change your name. But what's on the inside is really obviously what counts. Just like we say with Honest Tea, we have a nice bottle, a nice label, but what does the drink taste like on the inside? And that's what counts. And you always have to think about that's ultimately what people will see in you. So let that shine through. I want to just share with you a little bit about how we built the brands connected to Honest Tea and Beyond Meat. And so just a few slides, a few thoughts to share with you the adventure we've been on. So Honest Tea started about 21 years ago. This is an excerpt from a comic book that my co-founder and I wrote. And so up in the top left-hand corner is my co-founder, Barry Nailbuff, and that's supposed to be me down in the bottom right-hand corner. This was back when I was in business school back in 1995, which is probably before a lot of you guys were born, if I have to be honest. And so at the time, all the drinks out in the market were really sweet, like 100 calories per 8 ounces. And I ran track in college and in high school, and I was always thirsty. And I always felt, why are these drinks so sweet? So after going running in New York City one day, this is back in 1997, I said, you know what, all these drinks are really sweet. I think I'm going to do something about this. And I reached out to Barry, my professor from business school. I said, I think I'm ready to do something about the fact that all these drinks are so sweet and we need something different. And Barry said, yeah, he had just come back from India. He had come up with the name Honest Tea. And I thought, wow, that's an amazing name for a less sweet drink. So I left my job working in the investment world and I started brewing tea in my kitchen. We had 5 thermoses of tea. And by the way, I should mention that not just because she's involved with Honest Tea, but my wife, Julie Farkas, is the Chief Strategic Growth Officer for Urban Alliance. And she's the genius behind Honest Tea and any of my success. So I want to give shout out. I know she's been making Montgomery County happen too, and a lot in DC. And so I started brewing 5 thermoses of tea in my kitchen, and I got an empty Snapple bottle. We pasted a label on, and I got an appointment with Whole Foods, and I presented the tea. And once again, I was able to communicate my ideas. I said, all your drinks are really sweet. Why don't you try this drink that's a little less sweet? And the buyer tasted it. He said, yeah, this is different. Okay, we'll take 15,000 bottles. And that was a terrifying moment because I'd only made tea in my kitchen. I hadn't figured out how to put all the tea in the bottles. So I said, oh, that's great. Let me get back to you on that. And we figured out how to make enough tea, and we got into those Whole Foods stores, and all we did that summer was sample. We didn't just give out samples, we communicated our ideas. We said, you gotta try this tea because it's less sweet than all the other teas out there. And if you taste it, you'll understand how it's different. And by the end of that summer, we became the best-selling tea in those Whole Foods stores. And that let us get into other Whole Foods stores and other natural food stores. And as you heard, we're now in over 150,000 stores, including places like McDonald's, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, and Subway. So it's been really fun to see us spread these organic, less sweet drinks around the world. And so you look at Honest Tea's growth, it's really one that all throughout, all we've been doing is continuing to innovate and continue to think about not just how we grow the business, but how do we grow the impact of the business. So when we know if we can make less sweet drinks, we're going to help people lead healthier lives. If we can grow it with organic ingredients, we're going to help the planet. If we can buy fair trade ingredients, we're going to help people in these communities around the world that need access to economic opportunity. So that's a little about Honest Tea. That's what happened when I got thirsty. Let me tell you what happened when I got hungry. So my family and I have been vegetarian for about 13 years. And the challenge with being a vegetarian back when we started was that veggie burgers were really bad. We would taste them, and they would taste like hockey pucks. And we have 3 sons who are all athletes, and they're like, yeah, I don't want to go to my friend's cookout because I have to bring the veggie burger, and it falls in the grill, and it doesn't work. And I was trying to think about a slide to show you what other people thought about vegetarian products. So I'm going to show you a picture. This is a picture that was taken in 2017 in Houston. There had been this terrible hurricane. All the grocery shelves had been cleaned out because people couldn't get the grocery products to the shelves. And look what happened in Houston. All the shelves were cleaned out. The only part of the store that wasn't cleaned out were the veggie burgers. So people said, wow, what a harsh indictment of the way those things tasted. And so Julie, once again, found out about this company that was getting started out in California called Beyond Meat. And the idea was to take ingredients from plants and make them into products that perfectly replicated the taste and texture of meat. And Julie read that article about this company, just it happened to be on her birthday. And I'm always a bad birthday gift giver, so I thought, boy. Well, she said if this company succeeded, it would be the best birthday present ever. So I sent an email to info@beyondmeat.com and said, hey, if I can help out, I would love to see it because I'm hungry for a good tasting burger. And what we found, I ended up joining the board and becoming chairman of the board at Beyond Meat. And the key to think about it is all meat comes from plants. What does that mean? All meat comes from plants. Most of the animal meat you eat, like a hamburger, is those plants get eaten by a cow. The cow uses his or her digestive system and skeleton to create muscle, and that muscle is harvested when the animal's killed. That's how the traditional meat is created. At Beyond Meat, we say we got plants. Rather than put it through an animal, we run it through, we take it through heating and cooling and pressure, and we create a product that looks and tastes and has all the same nutritional benefits of the hamburger, but it's made with plants. And Beyond Meat has become the fastest growing food company in the United States. Anyone here tasted it? Anybody? Okay, a few people. All right, good. All right, you guys got some fun ahead of you. But it's been really exciting to see it grow. I was just in New York City yesterday, and all the Dunkin' Donuts in New York are now offering Beyond Meat breakfast sausage patties, and they're phenomenal. It's really fun to see how that business is growing and expanding. So that's another one where you got to explain the idea, but when you do, you can see it becomes an exciting opportunity. All right, I know I want to just give you some closing thoughts here. I'm going to close with 2 different quotes. At Honest Tea, we talk about bottle cap quotes. It's, so this is one. It says, if we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. Well, of course that's true, right? But if you think about it, and I often use that to talk about health or environment. If we don't change the way we interact with the environment, we're going in the wrong direction, or with health, we're going in the wrong direction. But today I want to talk about that with you. Because you have, by being here today, you have made the decision to change the direction and the opportunities in your life. You know, I think if you think about your family, your community, a lot of people may have, you know, their lives may have gone in a direction that wasn't what they hoped it would be. And by being here, by doing the work you've done, by doing the speaking challenge, you say, I'm ready to take new opportunities that are presented to me. And it's taken a lot of work, it's taken a lot of sacrifice to do that. But this is a really exciting change in direction for you. And I know it'll lead to great things. And I want to give you this as a closing thought. And this is a big one. Those who say it cannot be done should not interrupt the people doing it. And once again, I want to bring this back to you, because I know that there were times when someone in your family or in your community or your friends said, that's not for you. You don't want to be spending time in an office. You don't want your summer working. You don't want to travel in downtown and work in an office building. You can't do that. There was probably a little bit of you, some part of you inside that. How many of you sort of said, I don't know if I can do this, right? There was some doubt. There probably still is some doubt as you look ahead. I don't know if I can make it in college. That's a lot. Traveling to different location, that's a lot. But let me tell you something. Look at all the people in the room. Think about all the people in the room. Nobody here is saying it can't be done. Everybody here is saying, we're here for you. This is your opportunity. This is your moment. We know you can do it, and we're here for you. So go out and get it. Have a great day. Have a great next part of your life, because it's just getting started, and we know you can get it done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Seth. We do drink some Honest Kids in our household with 3 kids. I'm glad for the less sugar, although I feel like we could all use a little sugar this morning. Maybe we could have some Honest Tea later. So moving right along, we have some awards to give out, and we are going to start with, I need my team to confirm something. Starting with Montgomery County? Yes? Okay. So I am going to introduce to you now Ms. Nejma Abdur Rahman. Come on up, Nejma, to announce the Mentor of the Year for Montgomery County. Give a round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nejma Abdurrahman, and I'm excited to present this year's Montgomery, gotta switch the paper. Let's start over. Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Nejma Abdurrahman, and I'm so excited to present this year's Montgomery County Mentor of the Year Award to my amazing mentor, Miss Amy Newman. Before we ask Amy to come up here, I would like to share a few words about my incredible mentor. When I began my role as client services intern at Chevy Chase Trust, I was incredibly nervous about working with people a lot older than me. However, from day one, Amy helped me step outside my comfort zone, introducing me to staff members and always making sure I felt like a true part of the team, not just an intern. Thanks to her guidance, I've learned to be more confident when speaking and socializing. Now, I find that I'm able to handle long conversations with people I've just met, and I can better adapt to new environments. Amy has also taught me the importance of advocating for myself and how to do so in a professional manner. When I shared with her my interest in expanding my daily tasks, within just a few short days, she connected me with fellow colleagues who created complicated projects for me to do to further my professional skills. She took my input and thoughts seriously and treated me as a true member and never treated me as anything other than a valued colleague. Urban Alliance's mission is to equip young people with the tools necessary for lifelong economic self-sufficiency, and working with Amy at Chevy Chase Trust has given me a huge advantage at my financial future. I've been lucky enough to have met such an intelligent mentor who has prepared me for adulthood by teaching me about investments, how to do taxes, ways to save for retirement, and to not blow my paychecks. It is also through Amy that I was enlightened on the endless expenses adults must cover. But don't fret, I learned you can stay on your parents' insurance until you're 26. Furthermore, she has given me crucial advice about entering long-term jobs, explaining what to expect and how to prepare. She has even gone out of her way to connect me with an HR representative who reviewed my resume, answered all my questions, and gave me exclusive information about job interviews. None of this was in her job description. She did not have to go out of her way to ensure that I was prepared for life after high school. But since I began this journey, Amy has consistently gone above and beyond for me without being asked. She constantly checks up on me and asks if there's anything I need to talk to her about. And she's become a professional mentor as well as a personal one, reviewing my scholarship applications, giving me advice on school, editing my resume and essays, and helping me create a LinkedIn profile. She was also very supportive when I faced challenges, balancing all the commitments of my senior year and helped me find solutions. Whenever I needed someone this past year, Amy was always there, someone I knew I could trust and rely on to support me, no matter the challenge. And in all the good times, and there have been many of those, Amy has also been there to cheer me on, celebrate my success, and encourage me. Therefore, when Urban Alliance gave interns the chance to nominate a mentor for their dedication, passion, and commitment, I jumped at the chance. I'm thrilled to honor Ms. Amy Newman as the 2019 Urban Alliance Montgomery County Mentor of the Year. Please join me in giving her a round of applause as we welcome her to the stage. Sure.
Okay, congratulations, Amy Ann. Thank you so much for mentoring Nejma. And now we will announce the Mentor of the Year for Washington, D.C. I'm sorry, I got the order wrong. Yolante, come on up.
Bear with me for 1 second. Oh, here we go. Good morning, everyone. Nice to see smiling faces today. My name is Yolante Armstrong, and I am so happy to present the DC Mentor of the Year to my incredible mentor at the National Museum of African American History and Culture, Ms. Sarah Drummond. Before we ask Sarah to come up here, I want to share a few words about my amazing mentor. She's an assistant director of facilities planning and business programs. Over the course of my internship, Ms. Sarah has become like a second mother to me who has approached me with care, empathy, and a positive attitude. And I only say second mother because my actual mother's not here right now. Ms. Sarah cared not only about assigning me challenging projects and trusting me as an intern, but ensuring that I took care of myself and I was able to balance my school, work, and life outside of my job. Her support allowed me to bring my best self to work every day. She also has introduced me to multiple people a day so that if there was any day she was ever so busy, I reached out to those people for additional tasks. She has helped me improve on my time management because I've noticed how she's constantly updating her calendar, so it inspired me to actually use the calendar and record information so I don't miss a single detail. I've noticed that her empathy allows her to manage allows her to manage other people's projects and needs too. One day at work, Ms. Sarah assigned me to lead a project. This was because she believed in me as a worker and that I was ready for more responsibility. I was incredibly excited by this, and it made me want to work even harder. Her patient attitude has inspired me and allowed me to feel more comfortable learning and making mistakes. She has changed my perspective and shown me that the workspace is somewhere where you share your ideas, improve, and grow. I am thrilled to honor Ms. Sarah Drumming as the 2019 Urban Alliance DC Mentor of the Year. Please join me as we give her a round of applause.
And if Carrie Sullivan could join us as well. Oh, wait 1 second. We want to have one more photo with you all. Carrie, please come on up. Take your time. Take your time. Carrie Sullivan is here with the president of the Bank of America Foundation, and Yolante and 4 other interns who worked at the National Museum of African American History and Culture were able to do so through a very generous grant from the Bank of America Foundation. So we want to recognize them here today. Great job, Yolanda. Thank you. Thank you. All right, not to rush through these awards because these are incredible and we really do appreciate mentors who go above and beyond, but we do now have our next set of awards. These are for the interns of the year, and they don't know who they are, so it's going to be a surprise, but they'll soon find out. Clara, are you here from the Latino Student Fund? Yes. Please welcome Clara from the Latino Student Fund.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Clara Lincoln, and I'm the tutoring program manager at the Latino Student Fund, where I serve as an Urban Alliance mentor. I'm so proud to announce that Carlos Herrera is the Washington, D.C. Urban Alliance Intern of the Year. Before he joins me on the stage to accept his award, I'd like to say a few words about Carlos. It has been a privilege to watch Carlos bloom throughout the year. He has become a hugely valuable part of the LSF team. I also want to thank Verizon, a longtime supporter of Urban Alliance, which sponsored Carlos' internship with the Latino Student Fund. Carlos entered his internship with us reserved and soft-spoken, yet eager to learn. Since then, he has really come into his own, becoming more outgoing, more willing to take risks, and more organized. He has always been comfortable with data management and analysis, but he's even branched out into graphic design and other skills he was initially hesitant to attempt. He has found new ways to keep himself organized and stay on top of his tasks. Carlos came into the internship with already strong skills, and he has grown in new and exciting ways. Now he always comes to work with a positive attitude, an eye for detail, and an excitement for learning new things. Carlos has also significantly impacted the trajectory of our tutoring program. When I first shared with Carlos some ideas for our native language literacy initiative, I was doubtful that we could complete enough research and planning to be able to roll out the project next year, while still running our 8 programs. Carlos not only found and compiled information about the benefits of students reading in their first language, he also made graphics to explain these ideas to parents. With the help of his program coordinator, Alicia, he even made a connection with a local university professor who was able to coach us on this subject and come in to speak with parents about it. Now we are excited to be supporting our families in this new aspect by promoting their children's literacy in their first language, which is an essential developmental step that strengthens literacy in all languages. This initiative would not have been possible without Carlos. I am so excited to stand here today and honor Carlos' growth and substantial contributions to our organization. He has left behind a legacy at the Latino Student Fund and has significantly impacted our capacity to serve both parents and students. It has been an honor to mentor an Urban Alliance intern this year, and we would greatly appreciate a continued sponsorship from Verizon to make this possible again next year. I can think of no one more deserving to be honored as the 2019 Washington, D.C. Intern of the Year. As part of this award from Urban Alliance, Carlos will receive a $1,500 scholarship to continue his education. Please join me in a round of applause as we welcome Carlos to the stage.
Thank you.
Carlos, congratulations. When we told Clara about your award, she was so excited, and I just want you to know how proud we are of you. Thank you for what you did with the Latino Student Fund. Without delay, we will move on to Montgomery County. Please join me in welcoming Tom and Carrie from Elysian Holdings to announce the Intern of the Year for Montgomery County.
Morning, everybody. Hey. You know, we're in startup. We brought our own. You just never know, you know. Good morning. First, Karen and I would really like to thank the Urban Alliance. This has been a terrific program, and we feel very lucky to have worked with our intern, Randy Sandoval. Randy, where are you? Yeah, okay, maybe over there. And very much also Bethesda Green for making the connection with us in the first place. We're a compostable container company. We're trying to do two good things: build compostable replacements for single-use plastic containers, and also give farm cooperatives in Maryland and elsewhere new revenue sources, including local manufacturing options in using industrial hemp. In startups, it's great for interns because you get to do what? Everything. And when do you get to do it? All the time. So both of us having done this a little bit, it's kind of like building the car while driving it, which does not sound safe, but Randy was okay with it. He was okay with it. When we gave him his first assignment and it came back good and on time, we thought, oh, good. And we gave him more and more. Initially, like most other 18-year-olds with not a ton of office work experience, he would finish an assignment and, wait for the next one. But when we said, go for it, write it yourself, think about how it should be, he did it. He became the front line of our social media postings, really the face of Elysian, writing and finding and posting items largely on his own with the trust that he'd earned. And in these last weeks, he was actually managing our Trello test management tool. Some of you use this online tool. And we told him to just assign Carrie and me tasks, which basically made him our boss. But it did seem to go to his head, so that was good.
Randy has really done a great job working with us and with Bethesda Green in so many ways that were crucial to us this year. He helped with our pilot programs. He helped with grant applications, our B Corp certification, and for social media, he even got involved in our product design. Because of this, we've offered him a part-time job, employment, as he enters his next year into Montgomery College. Each year, Urban Alliance honors one intern as Intern of the Year who displays remarkable promise, growth, and dedication to their internship role. And the Urban Alliance program, sorry, I just messed up there, but we're so thrilled to honor him as the 2019 Intern of the Year. Thank you, Randy.
join us in giving a round of applause as we welcome him to the stage?
Please join us in giving him a round of applause as we welcome him to the stage.
There he is. Nice.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Congratulations to our interns of the year. We're excited to invest in your future education. And now we have another scholarship to award, and that will be announced by our national CEO, Ashana Smith. And as she comes up, I just want to acknowledge that Laurentis was the program coordinator for Randy, and Alicia Leva was the program coordinator for Carlos. And I want to recognize the program coordinators who play a really incredible role in making this program run. Let's give them a round of applause. Please welcome our national CEO, Ashana Smith.
All right, good morning again. Are you guys ready to get started on your presentations? Or you want me to read really slow? Okay, all right, well, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what gift I can grant you, though the team is telling me to rush. Good morning, I'm Ishana. I have the privilege of announcing this year's Magnan Wilkins Scholarship. And yeah, so let's get started. All right, so the Magnan Wilkins Scholarship was started by Arden and Muriel Wilkins. They are a married couple who believes that everyone has the potential and responsibility to positively impact the world despite their circumstances. Arden is a native Washingtonian and graduated from Calvin Coolidge High School. Any Coolidge High Schoolers in here? What? Okay, good, great. He overcame challenges as a young adult and earned a bachelor's degree from the University of the District of Columbia, a master's degree with honors from Thomas Jefferson University, and he founded a physical therapy practice, In Touch Physical Therapy. Muriel Magnan Wilkins, his wife, was a first-generation American. She was raised to not let income, race, or gender get in the way of achieving success. She earned an undergraduate degree from Georgetown, an MBA from Harvard Business School, and co-founded a consulting firm, Paravis Partners. And both Arden and Muriel are committed to helping young adults reach their potential despite the odds. Unfortunately, the Wilkins family could not be here today, so they have asked that we read the remarks from them to announce the winners. Okay, so are we good with that? Is there anticipation happening? Okay. From Muriel and Arden. Thank you for allowing us once again to honor Urban Alliance individuals as they head off to college. Regrettably, we cannot be here with you in person today to celebrate you and to award this year's recipients of the Wilkins Family Scholarship. As always, we were deeply impressed by all of the applications that were sent in and the effort put forth by all of the applicants. When we started the scholarship, it was our way of honoring the youth of DC and how they contribute so positively to the world. And now in our 12th year, we are once again reminded of that. It is not about us, it is about you, who you are and who you will continue to be as you go forth. We see you. So today, we want to thank and celebrate all of you graduating from Urban Alliance for what you've accomplished and for moving forward toward your dreams. We want to recognize all the applicants to this year's scholarship. We had an outstanding group of applicants, and it was very difficult to narrow it down. We thank you and wish you all the best in the world. And we want to congratulate the recipients of the 2019 Wilkins Family Scholarship Award. Today, you join 29 other Urban Alliance alums who have gone forth and conquered their goals. Congratulations, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for you. So without further delay, this year is special as we are awarding the Wilkins Family Scholarship to 2 individuals. Yeah. They presented themselves so different from each other, yet without a doubt, we know they are walking into greatness each in their own authentic way. We even wondered if they are friends, and if they're not, here's our ask. You two should connect because you would be so helpful to each other and such a dynamic duo. So without further delay, in the amount of $6,000, the first scholarship goes to a young woman with unbelievable presence who demonstrated a level of authenticity, maturity, and wisdom in our discussion that blew us away. The first 2019 Wilkins Family Scholarship goes to Toya Tanner. Toya, please join me on the stage. Toya interned at Children's National Health System this year working in the Child Protection Center, and Toya plans to attend North Carolina A&T in the fall. Yay! I'll go in here for a few minutes. Okay. Also in the amount of $6,000, the second scholarship goes to a phenomenal young woman with such a quiet yet strong determination who will make an amazing impact through her spirit and will. She made such an impact on us that by the end of our meeting, we started addressing her as Doctor to claim what we know will happen in her future. The second 2019 Wilkins Family Scholarship goes to Samra Gimra. Samra interned at Bank of America this year. She plans to attend Trinity in the fall. Come on up. Please join me in congratulating Samra and Toya again. Okay. This is for you. And on behalf of Urban Alliance, we are so very proud of you all and can't wait to see what you do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, ladies. I also want to add one thing about the awards. There were many great nominations for Intern of the Year and Mentor of the Year. It's a very difficult decision, but I want you to know there was a lot of great things said about many of you, and we're proud of all of you and your successes. And now to close us out today, I am really excited to welcome Jenny Gonzalez, who interned at the Obama Foundation. Welcome, Jenny.
Good morning, everyone. Don't worry, I'll keep it quick. My name is Jenny Gonzalez, and I'm a proud graduate from Woodrow Wilson High School. Through Urban Alliance, I had the incredible opportunity to intern at the Obama Foundation. A year ago, I would have not been able to stand in front of 300 people and share my story. My experience at Urban Alliance and my internship has changed that, and I'm forever grateful. My fellow interns, take a look around and take a look at each other. We should all feel proud that we have a room full of people supporting us and cheering us on, and we should feel proud of the hard work we put in to get to this day. We made it here because of one word: commitment. Over the last year, we have committed to this program, committing to pushing ourselves to go to our internships every day ready to work, committed to spending our Friday afternoons learning life and professional skills instead of being out with our friends. Our commitment to succeed is the real reason why we are here today, and it's one of the greatest lessons Urban Alliance has taught us. The fact that we're all here today reflects the integrity, the hard work, and the power within us we all gave into this program and to our jobs. It reflects our self-growth and the immense potential we will carry to the next step in our journey, whether it's college, our next job or internship, or another amazing opportunity this experience helped make possible. Although every intern in this room has a different path, today we're celebrating as one. We can say that our time at our internships has ended, but today is a new beginning for our futures that await us. Since November, I've been working on the digital team with the best mentor anyone can ask for, Manon. Where's Manon? Manon. Manon and I have always kept strong communication, and because of that, she has given me the chance to show myself that I am capable of achieving anything. When I first walked into the Obama Foundation, I truly felt like an adult for the first time. I remember feeling extremely nervous and being intimidated by the office setting. Little did I know at that time that in a few months I would be building web pages or editing content on Obama.org. I'm not going to lie, there were stressful days and long days, but I was always determined to do well. It was one of those days, in fact, after staying late to complete a project, I ran into none other than President Barack Obama in the elevator. If I hadn't stayed late that day, I wouldn't have met President Obama, but I chose to stay and work because of what my mentor and program coordinators instilled in me, this commitment to be my best self at work and outside of it. But this incredible moment would have not been possible if I hadn't taken that leap of faith to step outside of my comfort zone into the professional world. We all took a leap of faith into joining this program, and it has paid off. We've all learned that after we step through the first open door, anything is possible. You never know who you'll meet or what other doors will open for you. To all the mentors, UA staff, and job partners in the room, I thank each and every one of you for guiding me and the entire class of 2019 to become the young professionals we are today. To the class of 2019, congratulations and best of luck in the amazing things you will all do. Thank you. I would now like to invite Ms. Monique Reiser, Executive Director of Urban Alliance for Washington, D.C., back up to say a few words in closing.
Well, this is the end of our program, so I am just going to thank a few folks before we close out. Nobody leave right away. We have to exit in an orderly way to make sure you all get to your rooms okay. I want to thank a couple folks. So first of all, I want to thank again the program coordinators. Program coordinators from DC, could you stand up, please? Heather, Alicia, Charles, Laurentis. Fun fact, Charles got a couple nominations for Mentor of the Year, which is a real testament, I think, to the role that the program coordinators play with our students. Interns, would you say they're good? Yes, they are the best. They work with our students every day and with our mentors, so thank them. And also I want to thank our mentors again for working with our students each year. I also want to thank a few organizations who helped us out this year. As you know, there was a government furlough, and about 20 of our interns were impacted by that. They would not have been able to work if not for some of our partners that stepped up to give them temporary placements. We mentioned them in your program, but I just want to acknowledge them because it was a real show of community. Our partners at the Economic Club of Washington, D.C., New America, People Animals Love, Leadership Greater Washington, Martha's Table, Latin American Youth Center, Bite Back, the Office of the Deputy Mayor for Education, and the Office of State Superintendent of Education in D.C. Can we give them a round of applause? And we do have to wrap up because we have to clear this room out so they can get back to normal business at World Bank at 10. But I want to thank them for stepping up, and we also want to acknowledge a couple other folks. This included our first year of our Martha's Table program, which worked with juniors and sophomores. So for the Martha's Table teammates here, thank you for helping us make that a really successful year. We're really excited to build on that. And finally, definitely not last but not least, our friends at the World Bank. Kelly who is working right now, but has been amazing in helping all this come together, and Lindsay Buss and Vicky, correct? Betancourt, who helped lay the groundwork for this day-to-day. All of this is provided by the World Bank. We really couldn't do this without you. This kind of work happens through partnerships, so we thank everybody who's partnered with us on some level. Also just want to thank the rest of the DC team, Sahan Sozamenin. Who is our program director, and because I have the mic, I'm just saying this quickly to him, who helped organize all of this and is my partner in good, I like to say, and Evan Metz, and Laura Montgomery, and Julie Farkas, and all of the national, we have a partnership, our national team who helps pull all this together, from communications to development. It takes a village to make this happen, and we are happy to do it, but I do want to acknowledge them now. So that concludes our day. You're going to go off and do amazing in your presentations and have some time with your mentors and judges who are promised to go easy on you. Just kidding. But I'm going to hand it over to Sahan to dismiss everybody. Thank you all for being here. Have a great rest of your day.